All right, everybody, here we are. Welcome back to Fair Winds RV. We're still in Colorado. Haven't gone anywhere since we got here. Been sitting in Florence and just kind of doing the touristy thing, right? In case you haven't met him, this is Wicket. He's making his debut. I'll probably have to put him down in a minute because he's really wiggly. So we thought we'd just share with everybody what we've done the past couple of weeks since we've been here. A lot of hiking, a few wineries, because that's what we do. We like wineries. So let's get at it. So one of the first places that we went was Garden of the Gods. So Garden of the Gods is someplace that we've been a few times.
Yeah.
And it's just always a nice place to visit. It's a lot busier than it was, I think, than the first time that I was
Definitely.
there, for sure, in probably late 80s.
Yeah, definitely lots of people. We got there probably 10 o'clock
Yeah,
in the
something
morning.
like that, yeah.
The gentleman who previously owned the land that Garden of the Gods sits on deeded the property to, I believe, the city way back when in some year, with the intention that it would always be free to the public and that it would never be developed on.
So this was really neat. The horses that came by. So these were guided tours that you can take with the horses. I have no idea how much they were. So here we got Wicket. We got the Wicket cam going here.
Yep.
Right, so I think that's it for the Garden of the Gods. Oh, look, there's your standard pose. Our next stop was, or our next, I guess, event, or next thing we did was this Brush Hollow Winery. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And you drive back to it, and you're thinking, well, this might be all right. And you come inside, and it's absolutely phenomenal.
continuing to make improvements. When we went back the second time, they had opened up some like gazebo type things. They also had some that had views of the mountains. Is really good. Their charcuterie plates are really good. They have, they make their own olive oils, balsamic vinegars, and pastas. So you can buy all of those on site.
Yep, just all around it. Just a great winery. You couldn't beat the atmosphere. You couldn't beat the scenery inside and out. The inside was just as pretty, or just as nice as the scenery outside. So just a really great winery. If that's your thing, then when you're here, you got to check them out. You absolutely have to check them out. The next day, we spent the day antiquing for the most part. So most people probably don't know, because Florence is really just nobody knows what's here. I actually have a buddy we're going to go have dinner with in about a week and a half. He's from Canon City. He's very familiar with Florence, and he said, "What are you doing in Florence? There's nothing there." So that's, and he's from this area. He's like, "What are you doing there?" So, but anyway, it's the antique capital of Colorado, is what they call it. So we love antiques,
Yes.
Which is unfortunate now because we
Have no room for
have
them.
no room. Right. But you know, in the cabin, we really started collecting quite a few in Ohio, and you know, just hitting all the antique stores. So this was really our thing here. I think we found a couple of things to buy. What was it? Oh, I bought another record.
I'm never sure whether or not to let him know that I found a stash of records.
Yeah, we could be there for a while. Yeah. So
Funny story.
it is a funny story. So in this antique store, we met a couple from Ohio. I noticed that he had an Ohio Buckeyes shirt on. So of course I asked him where he was from. I had to do that. And I said, "Oh, that's funny. We're from Ohio too." And he immediately said, "Hey, do you have a white truck? Is it sitting out front?" And I said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do." He said, "I had the same truck. It was sitting outside." And I said, "Yep, I saw it sitting out there." So turns out these guys, this couple, Mike and Amy, they're very much like us. They sold their house, bought a Grand Design Solitude RV, fifth wheel, just like we did, bought the truck just like we did, and they headed out. So very, very cool couple. And hopefully we get to see you guys down the road again. All right, guys, so we're here at the tunnel trailhead. I'm gonna do a little bit of hiking this morning, some more hiking. Seems like we do a lot of that since we've been here. So it's about a hour and a half to 2 hour round trip. I think it's just shy of 4 miles. All right, we're off. Yep.
We're there yet.
Time to turn around. We're what?
50
50
feet in.
yards in. Yeah. So this is called Tunnel Drive Trail. It's a bit misleading because there's not a lot of tunnels. I think there's only 3 of them. The longest one is maybe 40 yards or so. But that's not what makes it such a great hike. It's just the scenery, the view from there, looking down onto the Arkansas River, seeing these raptors come by. We even saw some bighorn sheep. So this Royal Cascade is not something that we were anticipating. We didn't even know it was there. So when you get to the end of this Tunnel Drive Trail, this Royal Cascade kind of opens up. It's not open all the time because
that is a lambing ground for the bighorn sheep.
So this is the train, the Royal Gorge train that we did a few years ago, back in 2017, I think it was. A really cool train ride, right along the Arkansas River. Really spectacular views on that train. Came out of the second to the last tunnel here, these airplanes right over the top of us, man. Speaking of which, neither the sound nor the view from this camera does that experience justice. So, and that's a wrap for today because I am getting ate up, like seriously ate up by the mosquitoes.
And they're starting to take a gander at me.
Yeah, so we are out. Peace, my dudes, and we'll see you next time.